Hello everyone, this is Animated Megatron, here today to do a review of a custom that I made. Being that this is my 60th video, which is no real special number in any kind of way in and of itself, I just figured I'd do a little something different for being that this is my 60th video. I decided to put a custom out here, one of my customs that I do. I do custom transformers. I do a lot of custom paint, some modifications, more painting than anything else. It is a process to do customs. If any of y'all out there who have done them, y'all know full well as I do that it is a job to do a custom transformer. It takes a lot of man hours. I've been commissioned to do them. I've done them. I've sold them here, there, sold them on eBay. To the people that have bought my customs, thank you. Thanks for your support, and I really hope you enjoy them because I take my time and I try to make these look the best that I can to try to make it have a factory look and feel, even though it is a custom. Because I know I've purchased customs before and the paint job hasn't been kind of spot on, and it just kind of leaves you like, you know. And as you can see, my paint jobs are, I don't want to brag, but they're fairly good paint jobs. I use high quality paints, and I completely pull apart the transformers and reassemble them. So this thing has been taken apart 100%, and it has been reassembled. And also do custom works. This is Transformers Animated Megatron here. I know a lot of y'all know the mold. This happens to be one of my favorite molds for customizing. It's kind of a pain in the butt to customize because he has a lot going on with his chest and everything else, the electronics and all. But it's a really cool transformer. As you can see, I customize everything. I have this cannon. Everything's customized. I even have little details that I put on here. You know, this is kind of like my, I guess, a shattered glass or my Magnus tribute to this mold here. It's a really enjoyable mold that I really enjoy customizing. But anyway, let me try to get to a little bit of a review here. I'm not really going to do a real big review on anything. I'm just kind of showing some of the work, what I do, the customizations that I do. And I feel like doing a little something special, which as you can see is getting a little dusty here from being on the shelf. But, I mean, you have to understand when people do customs are not 100% perfect when you're doing a custom paint job. But let me zoom in on the detail on this bad boy. And as you can see, I have one little scratch on the waist. That came from transforming him. And that's kind of my fault. I didn't let the paint sit up long enough, and I should have probably sanded that waist down just slightly more. I didn't check the clearances on it before I decided to customize them to make sure the paint wouldn't scratch. So that's my fault. I've done a couple of these molds already. I just really like this Megatron mold. I like the way he has a big broad chest. He really does good as an Ultra Magnus or a shattered glass version, whatever you want to call him. Because it already has the red Decepticon symbol, so he just works perfect for a shattered glass version if that's what you're going for. Of course, I have his swords, everything on there, his cannon. He's just a really beautiful figure, and I really enjoy him. And I'd say I probably have maybe at least pulling him apart with all the prep time, the sanding, the painting, the reassembly. I'd say I have at least maybe not quite 20 hours into this figure of work time. and it's just doing a high-end paint job. But it's whatever you like, you know. I haven't had really any complaints yet on any of my customizations that I've made. I know they're not perfect. There will be a few flaws here and there in any custom. Well, let me tell you the reason why I got into customizing. I've purchased a custom before, and that thing just looked awesome in the pictures. I mean, man, that thing was just spot on, beautiful in the pictures. And needless to say, when I got it to my house, the reality and the pictures were two completely different things. I got it home and I looked at it close. I mean, man, it was just really, really rough. That I'm not going to say who it was. I'm not going to say what it was that I purchased. All I'm going to say is that the person that took the pictures was a fantastic photographer, because it looked awesome in the pictures, and in reality it didn't. So that kind of got me. I'm like, hey, you know what, man? I work on stuff all day long. I'm a technician by trade, so now I'm a maintenance manager. And I said, you know what, man? I fix stuff all day long. That's my job, to pull things apart, repair them, put them back together, improve them. And I'm like, you know what? I know how to do all this. I'm not going to pay somebody else to do it for me. And so that's how I started customizing. That's how I got into customizing. And here you go. This is currently the only one I have at the moment that is completed. I have 3 other projects that I'm working on. I've had a couple of requests for commissions. I want to finish these other projects I do a couple of commissions, but if y'all would like commissions, if y'all would like something, just kind of hit me up, send me a message or anything, and maybe we can talk about it. I just want people to kind of see what goes into making one of these, and the amount of work that I put on these guys. And you can see the paint. Look at that. That is just absolutely perfect. And believe it or not, this paint does come out of a can. This is not airbrushed on here. This is paint from a can. But this is high quality industrial paint that I use. And as you can see, that silver that I use, it's actually stainless steel paint.